Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today as we bless each other with a brand new day, another dollar, brand new news heading our way in terms of everything football, Chelsea and the rest. It's all kicking off, so we're going to start off with video number 1 out of 2 today. Although it's not 1 out of 2, just like yesterday, you're getting crazy amounts of content. You're getting 2 videos on here. You can catch me over on George's channel, so George Benson Football Channel, GBFC. Make sure you catch me over there later on today. And on top of that, a brand new shootout video. So for those that don't know, me and George have launched a brand new football channel. Link is in the description. I will link actually the video, our first video, right here if you haven't caught it already from yesterday. And I just want to take a moment to say to everyone that has watched and subscribed already, you guys are legends. Thank you all so much. In the space of, if I'm not mistaken, 18 hours since its launch, we are on the cusp of 10,000 subscribers. And I think 12,000 views on the first video. It's unprecedented, and it's all down to you guys. I can't thank you enough. That impact is unbelievable. We've seen bigger channels do less in that sort of time after their launch, and you guys have just made this happen, so thank you all so much. As I've said, if you are unaware, Shootout is a brand new football channel where we will be covering all things football, Premier League, Champions League, all sorts of European competition, international football, even other leagues, and big news topics and big stories happening from across the globe in terms of football. On top of that, watch-alongs will be on there at some point too, so keep your eyes peeled because I know a lot of you want that. So make sure you're hitting that, make sure you're watching that video. You can check out the link in the description as well. And on top of that, don't forget to sub over here for brand new content on Younes Talks Football. Hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Check out all my socials, they are in the description as well. Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. And let's get cracking. Let's get cracking with, we got blessed with some very nice images today. Some very nice pictures coming out of Chelsea Football Club. What was it? Well, let me show you and then I have something to say. Here it is. Down to work. And there he is. Mr. Moises Caicedo has started training at Cobham. Some will say that the bid still hasn't gone in. We're waiting for the bids to come in. Let me show you again. The bid is about to come in. It's not come in yet. But look, the bid's not come in yet. The bid has not come in. Someone get the bid in. When will it take? When will it happen? How long will it take? We'll be waiting here for years. Anyway, that's obviously, it's all done, as you can clearly see. So everyone that was worrying about the bid, well, you can not worry anymore. The bid did go in, it got accepted, the deal's done. He's a Chelsea player now. So everyone's going to have to move on. And there we are. Now, on top of that, we've got news happening in terms of other players that are looking to come to Chelsea that are on the cusp of joining Chelsea Football Club. Now, who is it? We got the Lavia news yesterday, and I'll link you to that video that I done last night because that was, again, just like the Caicedo video, that was a celebration. And that had incredible energy, incredible vibes. I was feeling very good. Go and check it out if you haven't already. As a Chelsea fan, you're going to appreciate it. As a neutral, you're going to find it hilarious. As a Liverpool fan, you're going to find it painful. I'm being honest. You've been warned. So go and check that out. I'll make sure I'll leave that link there for you guys to check it out from last night. But Michael Olise, what's the latest on him? Well, let's get to it. Here it is. Chelsea are finalising the details of an agreement for Crystal Palace forward Michael Olise. And that's from Sky Sports. Listen. It's clearly about to happen now. We got the news that there is no need for an agreement. Maybe an agreement in terms of player and club, but that's already been done. We know personal terms have already been sorted, but there is nothing to agree with Crystal Palace here. There was a release clause. Now, apparently, it was a secret clause, and I don't understand how a clause can be secret. Maybe Palace didn't want to publicise it because they thought they could get a deal done for maybe a little bit more money. I can understand, it's Crystal Palace. I'm not going to be mad at them for that because they're not a big club that have flipping billions at their disposal. So when they try those things, I understand. I'm not going to, batter on the guy that's trying to get a pound note or a quid here and there. I'm not going to bat. But the ones that do have it and try to play these games, Yeah, that's where I got a problem. Crystal Palace, no issues. Now, there was a release clause. Chelsea discovered it or whatnot, I don't know. But they triggered it, and therefore Olise is on his way. So, in terms of finalising the details, maybe it's just the last bits of paperwork in order to just get the deal officially through. But it's happening. So, Michael Olise is on his way to Chelsea. Now, when will that happen? We've got the latest on bloody hell. Romeo Lavia, not Michael. I've just blended Lavia and Olise into one. We've made Olise Lavia. So, here's the thing. With Romeo Lavia, we've got news that is happening today because that has been accepted, agreed, everything's in place, and we are now subject to an actual medical. So, here's the latest from Secret Scout. Romeo Lavia will have his medical today ahead of his move to Chelsea. Aim is to have him available for West Ham. So we are looking at the possibility of Lavia and Caicedo both starting against West Ham on the weekend. So again, I apologise for the third time on this channel to West Ham. You guys are going to be the first victims. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But look, Lavia and his medical, there were whispers, and I'll be honest, there were whispers and things that I was hearing that medical's already been done. It's just a formality in terms of getting the announcement out. Now, has that actually been done? Has it not? Who knows? But one way or another, the medical either has been done or will be done. So when it is done, it'll be done. Do you know what I mean? So that announcement, I think, will be coming later today. So you best understand and know what video number 2 on this channel is going to be about. It's going to be the official announcement and the unveiling of Romeo Lavia at Chelsea. And he's going to be there with Caicedo, hugging him like, and then we get to stick that picture and put LFC over it. No, actually, Chelsea should do an unveiling where they have Enzo Fernandez like this. And then Caicedo on one side going, and Lavia on the other side going. And then we can title it LFC. I'm sorry, Liverpool. You've caught too many strays, man. I'm gonna stop. It's not fair. At this point, it's going too far. I apologise. Liverpool, we have to stop. Okay, we have to stop. I know. But you've done this to yourselves. Not the fan base. The fan base, I actually feel somewhat sympathetic towards because they don't have control of the situation. But in terms of the club, yeah, you've done this to yourself. Anyway. Let's see how the unveiling is going to go, and you will hear it on video number 2 later on today if the announcement does come out before then. So keep your eyes peeled and make sure you are subscribed and notified of any uploads on the channel. Make sure you got that bell on. Now we finally have news on an outgoing. This is where people are failing to understand. They're like, oh, Chelsea can afford this. Well, we've let go of basically the entire squad we had last season, and we've replaced it with a brand new squad that we didn't have last season. So you do the maths. 2 + 2 = 4. 1 + 1 - 1 equals what? 1. So there you are. Chelsea have news on Hakim Ziyech. Finally. Here it is. Fabrizio says Chelsea have reached verbal agreement in principle with Galatasaray for Hakim Ziyech's transfer. Deal subject to further details and also medical tests as Chelsea are careful after twists with PSG and Al Nassr. Yet Chelsea, I have to advise Chelsea on this, do not mess up the email this time, please. Whether it's an email or a fax or whatever it is, do not mess this one up, please. Get this email sent and make sure you hit enter, or get the mouse and click on send and make sure it sends, and check your sent box to make sure your outbox to make sure that it's actually left. Because if it hasn't, then the transfer won't go through. So I'm hoping that's going to be the case. But that seems to be what's happening with Ziyech. Galatasaray, but Fabrizio has more. Galatasaray have now already booked medical tests for Hakim Ziyech as next step of the deal after agreement with Chelsea. Looks like Hakim Ziyech is going off to Galatasaray. I want to say a huge thank you to Galatasaray for making this happen. As the Turkish say, and if I'm wrong on this, then I'm sorry, but teşekkürler, that means thank you. Teşekkürler ederim means thank you very much. I've been to Turkey, I know. But a huge teşekkürler ederim to Galatasaray for making this deal happen. You've taken Ziyech and given him a football club. I mean, finally, it's good for him, it's good for us, it's good for you. We are all winners here. So I honestly wish him the best. However, there's someone that doesn't agree. And I'm confused now, because this came out in and around the same time. Check this out. From Hrash Kachatrin, or Kachatarian, I'm sorry if I've butchered that name. Hakim Ziyech on his way to Al Nassr. He has agreed personal terms. Medical soon. What? How? How? What? All right. Someone go to the airport and see which flight Ziyech gets on. Is he taking a flight to Jeddah or Riyadh? Or is he taking a flight to Istanbul or Ankara or Antalya? I don't know, somewhere in Turkey. Let me know if anyone has information on which plane he's getting on. Then we'll know which destination he's heading to. I'd like to think Fabrizio's correct. I'd like to think that he's going to Turkey. So we'll keep a pause on that, but one thing's for sure, Ziyech is leaving Chelsea now. And I'm very pleased for him. And finally, he has a football club that are going to take him in. And I hope that he succeeds. I wish him the best, honestly. He's a nice lad. He's a good player. But we are looking to go levels beyond where we were last season. And the suffering we've been through, we're bringing it to an end. We are leveling up on a way that people are not expecting us to level up on this quickly. So we're looking to do big things. Hakim Ziyech, I honestly wish him all the best. Now, with outgoings, we have more information on potential players leaving. So here it is. Nizar says Carney Chukwuemeka could leave on loan. Chelsea are also expected to keep Andre Santos in their squad as midfield cover. I'm okay with this. Some people are going to be like, what? But Chukwuemeka? No, but listen. With Chukwuemeka, as I've said before, if we get Michael Olise in, he's someone that's going to be in the first team in the starting 11. I think he's good enough to be playing week in, week out. Bearing in mind his injury is okay. With Nkunku out, we've got two options now. Without Chukwuemeka, we've got the option of playing Olise as an attacking midfielder, and then whoever's playing on the wing is playing on the wing. We have an option of playing Olise on the wing, and then we keep Chukwuemeka, but on the off chance that we don't go with that same system, we have option number 2, which is what I think Pochettino might actually do now in order to utilise the midfield as we need to utilise it, is to go with a midfield 3. Is to go with a back 4, a midfield 3, and a front 3. And what is that going to be? It's going to be the back 4, it's going to be Lavia, Caicedo and Enzo as the 8s, and then it's going to be a front 3 of Jackson and 2 wingers, Mudryk and who else? Now, in this case, Michael Olise, it seems. So that could be Chelsea's team up until when Nkunku comes back from injury. And then we have the flexibility to change between a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3 as we please, as we want, whenever we want. We've got all the personnel for it to execute both formations and systems perfectly. Do you understand where Chelsea are heading now? Do you understand where it's all going? And England have scored the 3rd. England women are heading to the World Cup final. Oh my goodness, fantastic. Sam Kerr scored an absolute banger, by the way, but I'm getting this right now, and I can show you very, very quickly. But England have scored the 3rd, and they are on the way to play Spain in the World Cup final. Come on, you Lionesses. Now, good goal as well. With that in place now, Chelsea have flexibility at our disposal, unlike last season. Even the season before, we were trapped in one formation, one way only, and we suffered. Not because of that only, there were other factors, but we didn't have any flexibility. Every time we turned to a back 4, we panicked. Those days are gone. Those days are long gone, so I'm very, very happy. Let me know your thoughts down below with all of the latest that's happening at Chelsea. Let's shift focus elsewhere before we end the video. Big news coming out of Manchester City. Bernardo Silva has now verbally agreed to sign new contract at Man City, formally confirmed his decision to the club. City expect Bernardo to sign contracts by the end of next week. Understand new deal will be valid until June 2026. This is big for Man City, and it's something I wasn't expecting. I'll be honest, I was expecting him to leave. You know, it's a big thing when you can attract big players, but it's also just as equally important if you do that and alongside it, you keep your best players. Bernardo Silva staying at City is big for them. With KDB out, with Mahrez gone, with Gundogan gone, if they had let go of Bernardo Silva as well, that is where I would look at City and go, yo, they are open now. They are going to get exposed. They've kept Bernardo Silva. That's a big deal for them. That's a big, big deal for them. So I expect the level to still be maintained at Man City. Obviously, they're not going to hit what they've done last season, but I mean, the excellence is still going to be there. So Manchester City keeping Bernardo Silva. Big news for them. Let me know your thoughts down below. And no Barcelona for Silva. We thought that could happen. Turns out it's not going to happen. But Man City have let go of someone. Or they are about to. Let's get into it. Here it is. Man City accept offer from Al Nassr for Aymeric Laporte. 29-year-old Spain centre-back into final 2 years of contract, plus thought to be open to possibility. Manchester City willing to sell, with Saudi Pro League club Al Nassr pushing to get the deal done. This is a shock. I'll be honest. Laporte going off to Saudi. I didn't expect him to leave City. Now, Man City already had issues at the back to an extent, and then they managed to get themselves sorted when they brought in, I have to be honest here, when they brought in Nathan Ake, and he showed flexibility both on the left-hand side and down the middle, as well as a DM. John Stones moving forward and then can track back and become a centre-back whenever he needs to. So they had something going on there. But Laporte, who I think was crucial alongside Ruben Diaz in that defence, doing well. I keep hitting the mic. I'm very sorry. I'm going to stop that. But that is something fundamental. Then they got in Gvardiol. So I understand why they think maybe they want to replace one in, one out. But if something happens to Gvardiol, in the same way something could have happened to Laporte, it's a risk. But yeah, the fact that they did get a defender in maybe compensates for this. But I would have thought that they'd just keep Laporte just in case. You never know how Gvardiol's going to do in the Premier League. You never know. What if he's not up to it? I mean, it's all ifs and buts and maybes. Risks are risks, and you have to take them. At a big club, you have to take them. But yeah, I'm shocked that Laporte is going off to Saudi or leaving City this quickly. This quickly. I thought maybe one season in the team, and then if he doesn't have his place, he'll leave afterwards. But at 29 years old, maybe he's in a bit of a rush. I can understand. So let me know your thoughts on that one down below. Laporte heading out of Manchester City and going off to join Cristiano Ronaldo at Al Nassr, along with Sadio Mane. Unbelievable. I'm telling you, we're going to be watching the Saudi League. We will be there. Now, lastly but not least is this. Al Hilal have reached an agreement with Sevilla to sign Yassine Bono on a €19 million fixed fee plus add-ons up to €21 million package. Personal terms being discussed on 3-year deal as final green light expected after tonight. Bono focused on Super Cup, then time to agree. So the Super Cup is tonight between Manchester City and Sevilla. I will give you my thoughts as video number 2 comes in later on and we see what happens in that game. I expect a City win, but a narrow one. I'll be honest, a very narrow one, because Sevilla are not to be messed around with. But Bono, who was a target for some top teams looking for a goalkeeper, is heading to Al Hilal. The Saudis, man. They don't mess around. They don't mess about. And it's not a big fee. €21 million. That's peanuts for a keeper like Bono, who impressed from the World Cup up until now, has done really well at Sevilla. Is heading off to Al Hilal. Let me know your thoughts on that one. I thought maybe a top team would go in for him as a goalkeeper. Some teams need goalkeepers. I thought they would actually, strive to get a keeper like Bono, but he's heading off to Saudi. Good luck to him. He's going to go and get the bag. Simple as that. As a Moroccan international as well, I can understand the mentality and thinking, yeah, go off to Saudi, not a problem. It'll be calm. Mindset, lifestyle, all of that comes into play, as we know that Saudi have targeted a lot of European-based Muslim players. And it's only right because it just fits with the culture and the way of living over there. So it's no surprise that this deal's happened, but I'm surprised that clubs haven't actually pursued to go and get Bono as a new goalkeeper. So let me know your thoughts down below. Much appreciated. And we will be here later on tonight for video number 2 as we round up the entire day and what has happened there. But like I said already, don't forget to catch the new upload coming on Shootout. So link is in the description to mine and George's brand new football channel. Make sure you are there. Once again, thank you for all the support and the views and the subs that have already made it there in the less than 24 hours. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. And we will keep going. It's all down to you. Thank you so much. And make sure you catch my appearance on George Benson's channel later on today. GBFC, I will be there. So thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget on here to catch all the latest, you have to make sure that you are subscribed. Make sure you hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded as well. Make sure you're following all the socials, my personal ones, at Younes Talks _ on Insta, at Younes Talks on X, at Younes Talks _ on TikTok, as well as the Younes Talks Football pages, at Younes Talks Football on Insta, at Y Talks Football on X, and at Younes Talks Football on TikTok. I keep calling Twitter X, and I know the real name is now X, but I keep doing this because it doesn't feel real. It's Twitter, isn't it? Maybe not. Maybe now we have to start calling it X. So thank you all so much. I will see you later. Have a good one, people. In a bit. Take care, and peace.